Now, a Rutherford Weather Storm Alert.
And we have a severe thunderstorm warning here for Rutherford County. Let's get our weatherology meteorologist in here to give us an update on that. Richard, can you tell us what's happening with this storm?
Well to the west in Williamson County, but moving east southeast. It'll move through the Thompson Station area and then through College Grove and then into the Eagleville area right around that 4:15 expiration time. So if you are in that area, move inside a strong building, stay away from windows. 50-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-sized hail with this storm as it moves to the southeast at about 30 miles an hour. So again, right now, just the far southwestern corner of Rutherford County under that severe thunderstorm, and that is in effect until 4:15. From the Weatherology Weather Center, meteorologist Ray Miller.
Thank you, Ray, and appreciate that update. We will keep an eye on this storm here as we take a look at what is happening in Williamson County. If you're joining us on the Rutherford Weather Channel, we are also streaming this on Facebook, YouTube, and X. The particular storm that's in question is right now between the Sycamore community in Williamson County and Thompson Station, and it's only going to affect the far southwestern corner here of the county, as we were mentioning just a second ago with Ray. The far southwestern portion of the county, the very edge of this particular warning takes us right up to Eagleville School. So that's kind of where the cutoff is. If this storm sticks together, it could affect areas further downstream like Mount Vernon, Greenwood, Bunker Hill here in Rutherford County. That's over by Bunker Hill Road, the Champions Run Golf Course in that area as well. You've got the Rockville Community Center that could be in line for this in just a few. Just to pull up some of the details on this particular warning, and we'll pop that up here to get the details on the screen for those watching. This is for southwestern Rutherford County until 4:15. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust, some quarter-size hail possible with this. The storm is moving southeast at 30 miles an hour. So what we can do with that is, pick up the part of the storm that is beginning to push through the Williamson County area and see its motion. And now we'll track it out here. We'll go from the leading edge of the storm here as well and take it to the southeast. And again, it's going at about 30 miles an hour. And that'll populate some communities. Rover in about 20 minutes. Looks like decent in about 40 minutes if this were to stick together. Let me try to get a little bit better track on this. Looks like our leading edge of the storm that is traveling to the south and east at 30 miles an hour. And this will give us a time of about 18 minutes in the Eagleville area. 18 minutes in Eagleville. Looks like Arno in the next 7 minutes. That's over in Williamson County. Out toward Allisona, 12 minutes. So that's nearing our area. And then Rover in 27 minutes here in Rutherford County. And maybe even down toward the Midland area in about 40 minutes. That's if this kind of sticks together. We can do a little dissection of the storm and see that it has produced 1.25 inch size hail out in the Leapers Fork area. Some of the hail has been reported at 1.75 inches and some 2.5 inch hail reported outside of this warning area. And 2.5 inch hail is some pretty good size hail that we're seeing. So this storm has a history of producing hail. There's also a storm that has popped up. We had one go through the Wilson County area affecting Lebanon and Watertown. Well, it looks like a new cell has formed, and that is just over the county border in Rutherford County. So up by Silver Hill and Canesville, there is a warning for this area as well, but this storm moving off to the north and east, it would appear. So let's put that into motion. And yeah, that storm just really popped up, and that warning came in there. We have a marginal risk for severe weather. And when you think marginal, and here we are with a severe thunderstorm warning, marginal means a level 1 out of 5. There's a scale of 1 to 5 for severe weather. 1 being marginal, that's the name of it, but there's still a risk of severe weather. The possibilities today are from damaging straight line winds and also large hail. We have seen a tornado warning today outside of Rutherford County, but that was up in the Wilson County area moving in toward the Carthage area. These storms do have the possibility of producing a tornado or two. That is not the what we expect likely to happen, but that could happen here this afternoon. Now, we do see an area of some broad rotation in the storm out back toward Thompson Station, and that's something we'll have to kind of keep an eye on. And for those of you who are watching here, the winds toward the radar are green, the winds away are red, and that's where you can kind of pick out some rotation within storms. Not really overly concerned at this moment. It does have an interesting signature on the radar, but right now it is a severe warned storm with hail and damaging straight line winds, the most likely culprit. Hail is something that we could definitely see out of these storms today, and that is really one of the biggest things that we could see as we take a look at hail tracker here. Some pretty good size hail coming in really in the Thompson Station area. So with that being said, let me take a look here at the storm in reflectivity and kind of bring you where the strongest part of this storm would be tracking off to. That might help us. Now, I gave you some times a minute ago. You're going to see some thunderstorm activity before the strongest portion of this storm moves through, but I think this will give us a better idea of how this storm could affect us here in Rutherford County. This storm, again, moving off to the south and east, and this would be at 30 miles an hour. The storm right now expected to be affecting parts of Paytonsville, also Arno, Bethesda. So these are areas within Williamson County. Eagleville in 21 minutes. Now, I gave you a shorter time just a moment ago, but that 21 minutes that I'm giving you is for the strongest portion of this storm, the storm that could have some hail possibilities. Out toward Versailles in about 32 minutes and Rockvale in about 33 minutes. And even continuing down toward the Link community in 36 minutes. That's if this storm holds together. We have the environment today for that to certainly be a possibility to have these storms maintain some strength. And right now, if you're watching here on the Rutherford Weather Channel, just circled an area, that's where we're seeing the hail in this particular storm. I'm going to go back to our hail tracker and see that area that I circled, definitely where the radar is picking up on the large hail. So this storm definitely has large hail possibilities here for the afternoon, and more storms are developing. We just saw in the last radar scan storm pop up out toward Radyville. So you're getting some rainfall out on the Gucci Ford Road area, out toward Radyville and New Hope as you cross over into nearby Cannon County. So this storm will be moving off to the north and east as well, but it's just the start of the storm here. Take the broader look and we can see scattered showers and storms all over the Rutherford County area, and not Rutherford County, but all over the mid-state area. And we have a total of 4 warnings right now, all severe thunderstorm warnings with the storms that we are seeing here. So with that being said, we will go back to regular programming on radio. Stay with Rutherford Weather Channel. If you want more in-depth weather information, we'll go back to regular programming, and we'll bring you more here in just a moment. For those who are watching, hang in with us. We will be right back with you here, and you've got a look at the radar as well. Let me pull that up for you. So as we make our transition, you'll be able to see that. Rutherford weather, RutherfordWX.com if you want to watch the forecast here, and the Dave Ramsey Show coming right back at you here in just a moment. Back here on the Rutherford Weather Channel as we continue to track severe thunderstorm warning, and we'll get a fresh track on this storm. It's going to affect the far southwestern portion of the county is what we're seeing right now with this storm warning that will go. Let me pull that back up here. It was kind of a hectic start here. We expected some severe storms today, but did not expect it maybe this quickly. This goes until 4:15, so another 30 minutes or so. North central Marshall County, southwestern Rutherford County, northeastern Murray County, and southeastern Williamson County until 4:15. Again, hail is the big culprit with this. 60-mile-per-hour winds are also possible with this storm, and we have several storms that are populating. This is one. Okay, let me give you a better color than that. This using a new pin here. So this area that I circled, that is the severe thunderstorm that will affect parts of Rutherford County. It's still just south of Franklin, really between Franklin and Spring Hill. We have another storm up toward Watertown and another that prompted the tornado warning earlier that's moving up toward Carthage. So looks like we have a total of 3 severe thunderstorm warnings now. There are some flood advisories in effect as well in some areas as we had some very heavy rainfall. So let's take a peek at another radar back here toward the south and west and see what it is picking up on. Not a whole lot there. So our storms are kind of dotted all over Middle Tennessee. This is near Columbia. And just for those who are kind of new to the area, Columbia is to the south and west of our area. And you also have Franklin and Williamson County. So those are areas that here in Middle Tennessee we often look at to kind of see where our weather is coming from. Just want to make sure I check my alerts here, and that is not for our area. They are expecting a big outbreak of tornadoes out in the Oklahoma area here in the state. So that is something that we'll keep an eye on. That doesn't affect us directly here. I just remembered I did not change. Like I told you, it happened all really quickly. Change my text here on the banner. 81 degrees, very muggy out there. And that mugginess is definitely helping to fuel the storms. Got a new scan in here. Let's take a look at the storm that is over in Williamson County. Looks like we had a reissuance of the severe thunderstorm warning. Actually included some areas. Let me look at that first. Looks like we are adding some area into this warning. So at 3:43, so just moments ago, severe thunderstorm in Thompson Station, just south of Franklin, 60-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size hail being reported with this. So we're still on the heads up over in Chapel Hill and Eagleville for this storm. Hopefully you've had plenty of time to take in what you need to here. And this warning has kind of a weird little, this polygon has added the Chapel Hill area in, is what's happened here. This little area that I just marked, and here's the X right in there, that area was added to this particular warning. just a few moments ago. So it looks like downstream, we're starting to see the rain over in Alasona, and it's very close to you there in Eagleville. This is not the biggest part of the storm. Looks like it's about a mile and a half away from Eagleville, the start of the rainfall. But that is just a precursor. You see that you're going to get into some heavier rain, and then that pocket of hail, which is over along 840. Once you get past Paytonsville on 840, you're going to run into that hail core. And it's really putting down about quarter-size hail or so. And again, some of our hail reports back here had inch and a quarter size hail, inch and a half to even. There are some that are 2.5, 2 1/4. So that's some very large hail. That was reported back just West Williamson County in the Leapers Fork area. Need to pull up something right here, so bear with me. National Weather Service has information that we can take a look at. People are sharing data and information, and that's awfully big help. Currently 3 warnings in effect. All 3 have the potential for large hail. Lower threat for damaging winds. So, and none of the storms are rotating at this time. So that is a good thing. So mainly hail is what we're looking at here for the southwestern portion of Rutherford County. It is going to be windy. That's not to say that we won't have wind to contend with. But what we're definitely going to see is some hail, it looks like, with these particular storms. Let me take a look at a few other areas here just to make sure that we're going out wherever we need to be. All of our channels are going. We've been planning and working to get all of this done in the proper way and putting together a game plan, and it just so happened that this one popped up. So that's exactly what happens during this time of the year. For sure, May is our peak month for severe weather. Just double checking here on a few things. What you're seeing on your screen is our severe thunderstorm. Let me kind of point out something here to you, because I know it can be hard to see when you're zoomed in on a map, but I'm giving you a rough outline of where this storm or when this storm hits the county line. So we're seeing some rain already with the storm, but I kind of outlined the county line there for you so you can actually see what's going on there. Want to make sure that we share this in all of the places as well, so bear with us for that. You're looking at live radar. Right now, it is 3:51. This warning goes until 4:15, so a few more moments here on this particular severe thunderstorm warning. Making sure that we share where we are going live into all of the places here. You're going to hear my phone go ding, ding, ding. So make sure we get it on WGNS radio. We're partnered there to be able to share severe weather information. This could be the first of a few this week. We've got some chances of severe weather not only today a level 1 out of 5. It's a level 2 out of 5 coming up for tomorrow and Wednesday. Make sure I've got our connection here. Just missed that phone call, unfortunately. We have our meteorologist that check in. I've got one other place that I can go and pull up that. So hold on just a quick second. You're seeing the live radar here, Rutherford Weather Radar, looking at the storm that is in Williamson County right now. That storm in Williamson County is moving toward southwestern Rutherford County, Eagleville, out toward Rockvale, Versailles, Champions Run Golf Course. We'll give you kind of a breakdown on the areas here in just a moment. But here is an update from weatherology meteorologist Derek Height.
I'm weatherology meteorologist Derek Height with a significant weather update. A severe thunderstorm warning continues until 4:15 p.m. this afternoon for Williamson, Rutherford, and Marshall counties. This storm has the potential for both large hail and strong straight-line winds. Hail the size of quarters and winds up to 60 miles an hour are likely as it pushes southeast at around 30 miles an hour. For your safety, stay inside and away from windows until the storm passes. Large hail and strong winds can easily shatter glass, causing injury. If you're caught outside, take shelter in a sturdy building or a hardtop car. Take shelter now. Once again, a severe thunderstorm warning continues until 4:15 p.m. this afternoon for Williamson, Rutherford, and Marshall counties. Remember, this storm has the potential for hail the size of quarters and wind gusts to 60 miles an hour. Stay tuned for additional updates. I'm meteorologist Derek Height.
Thank you, Derek, for the update there with our warning. The severe thunderstorm warning until 4:15. Just got a new radar scan here, so let's dive deep into the hail since that is our biggest issues here. And gosh, it looks like this is very large hail, and we just got a few hail reports come in. That is 2-inch hail that is falling between, just west of Paytonsville, and there's 2.25-inch hail, and those reports just came in. So this storm has had a history of producing hail. Looks like that the hail kind of backed off a bit and now has picked back up as it heads toward the Eagleville area. So what I'm going to do here is take the hail core and move this to the south and east. And we'll do this at 30 miles an hour, and we will calculate some of the communities here in Rutherford County and how long from this time that this hail core. That doesn't mean that this will not be heavy rain, some winds gusting as well, but the hail from this storm, when will it get to the area? That is the most significant threat, it appears right now. Looks like it will be in Eagleville in about 16 minutes. So 16 minutes for Eagleville from right now. So it's 3:56. So that's going to take us close to the end of this warning time. And what I suspect will happen if we continue to see this hail, that is going to continue this severe thunderstorm warning through more of the southern parts of the county. Versailles in 27 minutes, Link Community 32 minutes, Midland in 37 minutes. So that is a look at when we expect the hail core to kind of move through. That doesn't mean you're not experiencing rain right now. If you look at Eagleville, well, we've got some heavy downpours beginning to make their way in. Just want to check one of our other radar products just to see what it's looking like. And there could be some damaging winds, but I think what we're seeing here with our reflectivity, and if you take a look right here, which is the area south of Rudderville and Thompson Station, that's where we're seeing the hail. And so sometimes hail can give us a different look on the winds toward and away. Okay, so if that hail is kind of moving in different directions, being suspended up in the clouds, well, that can give us kind of an indication there could be some damaging winds. But what it looks like here that we're seeing is that's the hail core right there. I tell you what, I can do this in another way. So we'll take that and take a look at the hail core. And I'm going to circle that and see how that lines up. Okay, so that's our hail core. Let me take a look at our reflectivity, or rather our velocity. This is what shows us winds toward and away, okay? And what we see here is that looks like we have some winds that are going the greens toward and the reds away from the radar. But what that really lines up with is our hail core. So we're seeing a little bit of contamination from that. So as we mentioned just a moment ago, the National Weather Service saying that hail is the real big threat here from this storm. Not necessarily seeing terribly high winds, but some of those winds could be 60 miles an hour or so. And it certainly looks like it is going to clip the southwestern portion of the county. So it just drew a terrible looking line, but there's one there. Okay. I'll make it bigger. So let me try that again. That looks terrible, doesn't it? So roughly in this area, within the next anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes, you could see hail in the areas in the southwestern portion of the county. Zoom on in and take a look. We're talking about Champions Run, Rockvale Community Center, Rockvale High School here in the next few. Zoom on in here a little further. Of course, the Link community out toward the Stones River Slab, Christiana Fosterville Road, the slab out there. Plainview Elementary School, that would be like the furthest extent, it looks like, where we could see this storm that it has been producing, not just capable, but has been producing large hail. And that's not something we see around here terribly often. But 2-inch hail, 2 3/4 inch hail just south of, south of 840 past Paytonsville Road before you get to 65. So if you're driving in from the Franklin area down 840, you're definitely in some of the rain and driving downpour here. Very heavy rain with this, but that hail core is just to the south. Well, right there at the Paytonsville Road exit at Arno Paytonsville Road, looks like that's where the heaviest of the hail is at this point. I did want to kind of take a look down here in Columbia. Many times we get our severe weather from the southwest, but today, let's look at the storm motion here. And if you look at the polygons for the warnings, you can see that these storms are really moving in this direction, right? So they're moving from the northwest to the southeast. That's kind of a different storm motion. So today, our best bet probably is to be looking upstream, and we do see some storms popping up, right? So there's one south of Nashville. Let me stop our radar loop. South of Nashville, and if we continue the southeastern motion of this, we could have storms in Laverne and Smyrna here shortly if this storm continues. Look how it grew with just in the last, this is, let me turn this down to 7 frames. That'll help with that. So within the last few minutes, this storm popped up right around 440 and 65 with a southeastern motion could affect parts of northern Rutherford County. So that's the area we're going to have to watch for some possible storm development here this afternoon. But as you take a look, we have 1, 2, 3, and now 4 severe thunderstorm warnings across Middle Tennessee, and more storms beginning to pop up. And this is kind of what we expected. It may be initiated a bit earlier than we thought, but storms are certainly popping up here this afternoon. We'll kind of keep a very close eye on all of those. Obviously, the one that we are very much closely watching is this storm that is in Franklin, Williamson County, under a warning for another 15 minutes. This storm has had a history of producing hail. I certainly think that we're going to see this probably continue. See if I have any chatter here from the National Weather Service on this. New storm popping up over southwestern Nashville that could produce hail. Still seeing a large hail core with this storm in Williamson County, which is just what we've been reporting. Folks are getting in some reports of large hail with the storm. Any of the storms that we see this afternoon are capable of producing hail and possibly damaging straight line winds. Not seeing a concern of any storms rotating at the moment, which is good news. Quarter-size hail reported in College Grove. College Grove is right here. So here's College Grove. We got that hail report there. And that is the part of the storm that will make its way into Rutherford County. We'll have to keep a close eye on that. I tell you what, looks like we've had an extension kind of that severe thunderstorm warning. It's getting very close here to, we've got another 10 minutes on this particular warning. And since this storm has had such a history, I think it is a good bet that we could see that extended. So I think it would be a good chance for us to kind of take this warning polygon that would affect Rutherford County and bring this. We know the storm motion is about 30 miles an hour to the south and east. And this maybe will help us get some communities and give some heads up. You don't want your vehicle out if we've got hail going on. So looks like Beasley, 7 minutes. Rover, 9 minutes. Rockvale in 15 minutes. Didn't mean to skip Versailles. That's an 11 minutes for this storm. The leading edge of this storm, the hail core is a bit further back, but just wanted to give you some heads up here. Looks like out toward Carter's Crossroad, 15 minutes. Midland, 20 minutes. Crescent, 22. If it continues on out toward Christiana in about 26 minutes. Fosterville, 28 minutes. And going to really affect the southwestern portion of our county. Keeping an eye on that storm. Also, that's up here in Nashville. That is not severe warned at this point. But the storm down in Columbia, and again, it's not moving close here to our area. Its storm motion is not really going to affect us here, but this storm popped up quickly. And so that makes me think that this one, our environment is such that this storm in Davidson County, southern Davidson County, just south of downtown, could affect portions of northern Rutherford County. Any storm out there today, the biggest threat right now is with the large hail. And again, that is, again, something that we don't necessarily deal with too terribly much here. Let's take a look at our hail product, kind of give us some idea. Yep. The biggest area of hail that we're seeing is right here in this storm in Williamson County, which is going to be pushing to the southwest. Got some hail going on in Watertown up toward Cookville. Looks like we had a little bit pop up there in the Woodbury area. That must be from the southern extent of this storm. Not sure where that's coming from. So we're not really seeing that on reflectivity. Have a bit of a boundary here, and that's why we're seeing storms beginning to pop up and dot the area even further back to the north and west. So I think we could have another couple of hours here of dealing with some storms. Got a report just 2 minutes ago of quarter-size hail, 840 and Arno Road. And a report of half-dollar size hail along 840 in eastern Williamson County. So let's see, Arno Road, 840. See if I can find that. There it is right there. So this report came in just moments ago. Here's Arno Road, and there's 840. So a report came in when this large hail core came through, a report there of half-dollar size hail. That's pretty good size, isn't it? So we do have the heavy rain in Eagleville right now up toward Pleasant Hill. Be coming right down Rocky Glade Road toward Jackson Ridge. Here's Mount Vernon. Since hail is our biggest issue today, let me pull up our hail product. And yeah, it's kind of lagging back toward the back end of this storm, the hail. Yeah, there's a report of 2.25 inch hail. A lot of these reports are anywhere from 1 3/4 inches to 2 3/4 inch hail. That's big stuff, especially for our area. I mean, we really just don't get that much large hail. And also seeing in that storm I was telling you about that's south of Nashville, there's some hail reported in there. That storm is not severe warned at the moment. Let's take a look at the storm motion on that. Yeah, I'd say the far northeastern portion of Rutherford County is going to see this. We've got an extension of this severe thunderstorm warning.
The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued
National Weather Service radio is very important to have, especially at night. So here's the extension of that.
And he ends up in
And
this
that
really?
is, let's see, going to include even just south of downtown Murfreesboro. Let's pull up the particulars here. Severe thunderstorm for southwestern Rutherford County until 4:45. And that's 4:45. Severe thunderstorm about 10 miles south of Nolensville, 13 miles southeast of Franklin, moving east at 25 miles an hour. So we're seeing that storm slow just a little bit in its forward progress. Half-dollar size hail being reported. So we have had some half-dollar size hail reported, and this is what is moving into Rutherford County. So just a couple of minutes before 4:15, we saw this extension. So this is going to take in and encompass Versailles, Link, Rockvale, Windrow, Pleasant Hill, Eagleville, of course, out toward Barfield, Christiana, Midland, south of the Franklin Road Estates, just to the south of downtown Murfreesboro. And this storm, hail core, is almost in Rutherford County. Hail is definitely what we're looking at here. Hailstones, pretty large size hail. So here is you see this line right in here? That's the Rutherford County line. So the hail is about ready to make it here into Rutherford County. Headed right toward Eagleville. Pleasant Hill, Rockville, Versailles, Link. Erase my scribblings. There's our reflectivity. So we're definitely seeing some heavy rain in Eagleville and out toward almost to Rockvale. The rain's going to get heavier here in the next couple of minutes. I'm going to track out where we're seeing the hail reports here. Leading edge of what could be hail falling. I know it's heavier behind that, but this might help us. I don't want it to zoom out there. 25 miles an hour. Rockvale, 16 minutes for the hail. Christiana, 32 minutes. Eagleville, it's right there at you. Rucker Community, 34 minutes. It's your storm track. This new warning did jog this a little further to the north, and as you can see, this storm has had a little bit of a jog to the north from southeast. So let me do another track here. I think that'll help us. Go. No, not there. Here we go. Going to just go from where the polygon is to the beginning there of our hail detector. Take this out for 25 miles an hour. Get you a new storm track. So looks like Windrow 10 minutes for sales, 12 minutes. Rockvale 13 minutes. About 18 minutes. Well, that just updated. 17 minutes to the Link community. I learned something new today. It updates the minutes and keeps the impact times counting down. Overall, 21 minutes. Crescent, 24. Barfield, 26 minutes. Christiana, 29 minutes. See if we see any hail reports. That storm down in Murray County's dropping some hail. Oh, wow. Someone sent in a picture of the large hail down in Arrington. Pretty good sized stuff here. Here's a report. Fairview, of 1 3/4 inch hail. National Weather Service saying that large hail continues to be the main threat with these storms, all of the storms that are warned here so far this afternoon. A lower threat of damaging winds doesn't mean it's not happening, and an even lower but not zero threat of a tornado. That's kind of the environment we're in. So it looks like hail is going to be the number one culprit today, with damaging straight line winds, followed by a low, very low, but not zero chance of tornado, rather. New severe thunderstorm warning, Percy Priest, Wilson County. I was wondering about that storm. That's going to clip the northwestern portion of the county. It's up toward, well, here's Percy Priest. I was kind of giving you the heads up a minute ago about that storm. It may be that portion of Rutherford County is not in this warning that's coming out here in a moment, but we'll just have to wait and see. It's time to get an update. Ray Miller, weatherology meteorologist, joining us. And Ray, this severe thunderstorm warning that continues here for Rutherford County, we're seeing a lot of large hail with this, it looks like.
Weather spotters, we had reports of golf ball sized hail earlier in Williamson County, and the storm looks like it has held its strength since then. It's now right on the county line, just east of College Grove and tracking east-southeast. That'll take us to the northeast of Eagleville over the next 10 to 15 minutes, and eventually into areas south of Murfreesboro along Highway 231. So if you're in that, be prepared for that large hail. Move inside a strong building and stay away from windows. As far as the city of Murfreesboro itself, it looks like this one is going to miss us, but again, it's going to be a close call. Could see a little bit of hail on the south side of town, but the core of the largest hail, the potential for golf ball sized hail, will be south of town as this continues to track to the southeast. And again, that warning in effect for southern Rutherford County, severe thunderstorm warning until 4:45. Also watching a second storm in the southeastern corner of Davidson County. That'll catch the northern part of Rutherford County over the next few minutes. Not severe yet, but it is picking up strength. We'll continue to keep an eye on. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
Thank you, Ray. And you mentioned that storm in the northern part of the county, and that one is now severe warned. It just happened right then. That is our NOAA weather radio that goes off to indicate, but we've got it here on radar already. Ray just mentioned this storm where we're watching for the possibility of that storm being severe warned, and now it is. Severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to clip the far, far north central portion of the county. Goes until 5 o'clock. 60-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size hail. So if you look, Rutherford County, this portion of our county is within it. So Fate Sanders Marina right there in the middle of that. Tell you what, let's kind of zoom on in and so you can see. There's Fate Sanders. J. Percy Priest. Going to cross over 840 there. Nashville Super Speedway, which is just over the county line. It's going to clip that area. If it stays together, holds together, and stays a little further to the south and east, there's the Powell's Chapel Road slab. And then continuing on just to the north of Silver Hill, up toward the Vine community. So that takes care of the warning there for North Rutherford County. The second storm has larger hail. This being warned for inch and a quarter size hail, and we have seen hail reported that's larger than that. This is going to kind of rake across the south central Rutherford County now. Seeing some 2-inch hail photos coming in to the National Weather Service. If you're on social media, you see these and grab a picture, tag T-Spotter, hashtag T-Spotter, and the National Weather Service can see what's going on there with the storms. Not highly electrical. There is some thunder and lightning, of course, with these storms. But here is, as you can see, Rutherford County. You got this southern storm, and then you have this far northern storm. So Stewart's Creek, Smyrna High School, Laverne, out toward Walter Hill Elementary, the SRM Concrete headquarters, Lascassas Elementary School, Rutherford Weather Center. We're kind of in this area that has nothing at the moment. So that area of Rutherford County not warned for anything. But if you go to the north or to the south, you see that we have warnings. Let's take a look at our hail tracker. Hail tracker still picking up on some very heavy hail. Right now, this hail is north of Eagleville School, really between Mount Vernon and Cedar Grove, Pleasant Hill. See if I can grab the roads through here. So Rocky Glade Road. And that is Shoemaker Road. There's Kelly Creek that runs through out in that neck of the woods. Of course, Highway 99 in Eagleville. I hope I'm not making you dizzy. Just trying to. There's Jackson Ridge Road, Old Jackson Ridge Road, South Windrow Road. And this is, of course, Highway 99, which kind of curves through. There's the Rockville Community Center. So the Hail Corps has not gotten to Rockville yet, but it's between, let's say Jackson Ridge and Rockville. Put the storm motion here on it for you. Boy, it's still holding together in terms of the hail. So a heads up, if you're in Rockville, you've got just another couple of minutes for sales. Crescent, Barfield, Link. Do not believe that is for our area. We have an alert on our radar set up to where it gives us alerts for tornado warnings that are audible. But it's a national database for all of that. Actually, this is a tornado warning for our area. It hasn't popped up here on the radar yet. Just getting this in. There's some rotation in Smithville, DeKalb County. So a new tornado warning there. It just popped in. See? That's out of our area here. We're dealing with storms with hail. And we're starting to see some hail picking up here on this storm just about to enter northern Rutherford County out toward the Four Corners Marina, Lake Forest Park, Fate Sanders Marina. If you live in or near those areas, even toward Powell's Chapel, and looks just a bit north of Cedar Crest Golf Course and Silver Hill for our warning there. There is some hail, but definitely much larger hail being reported now here in Rutherford County. It's about to push through Eagleville. Jackson Ridge starting to see some hail reports, and we've just got a report of 1.5 inches hail there along Rocky Glade Road. That one just popped in. Right on the county line, 1.75 inches hail. Lots of hail reports coming in from the College Grove area right now. Williamson County definitely got hit with some large hail, and that is now in our area. So we have to assume that large hail is falling. I know this is kind of a weird presentation, but hail is our big deal today. So we want to make sure. Now it's not that it's not raining in Rockville. This is our hail detector. Kind of gives us an idea, and here is where we're seeing the hail in that area. Champions Run, Eagleville, Pleasant Hill, Cedar Grove, nearing Windrow, nearing Rockville, nearing Versailles, Link. Here's Rockville School right here. Up toward Overall. Here's Overall Creek Elementary. We just got a new scan here. So right now, there's about 4 to 5 minutes in between scans. Takes that amount of time to take a full tilt and give us the information. So Hail Corps Rockville Community Center right now, downtown Rockville, almost to Rockville School. So we need to give a heads up for folks down toward Barfield, Crescent. If you live on Barfield Crescent Road, Veterans Parkway, Salem Elementary School, out toward Toots South. Here's 231. Heads up for you there. Our North Rutherford County storm, hail is starting to pick up. Haven't gotten any reports yet, but those reports could be coming in pretty soon. So Four Corners, Lake Forest, Park, Pools Knob Recreation Area, Fate Sanders Marina. If you're in any of those areas, even further out toward it's really North Powell's Chapel, just north of Silver Hill. If you go down Mona Road, just past the Cedar Crest Golf Course. If you live in between those areas, south central Rutherford County and the very northern tip, I mean, this isn't even in downtown Laverne proper, but it kind of takes an angle that hits us in Smyrna in the Fate Sanders area. We definitely have hail reports coming in on this south central storm. We're seeing reports of hail with this particular side of the storm. Not saying that it's not occurring here. This storm that's Couchville, Suggs Creek, Ashwood, that's moving into the Fate Sanders area. We have radar indicated hail there. Let's take a look at our velocity product. Someone on our National Weather Service chat wondering about, is this storm trying to tighten up with some rotation? This would indicate that we're maybe seeing some rotation right near the Champions Run golf course. Let me just take a peek at that just to make sure and see. Not for our area. Although if you do know someone that is in the Smithville area in DeKalb County, National Weather Service saying a likely tornado now moving through in the Smithville area. We're going to keep an eye on this storm here in southern Rutherford County. We know that we've got hail. So what else do we have? We have some broad winds right there, maybe beginning to tighten up. I don't like the way that that looks on the reflectivity. And this storm that's in Smithville, just to take a quick peek. And yeah, we're definitely seeing some rotation there. These storms today are capable. The biggest threat, as we said, hail, and we're seeing that. We just got a report of 2-inch hail, and that's between Highway 99 and Old Jackson Ridge Road, very close to the Rockville Community Center. And hail core right there over downtown Rockville proper. Rockville Road, Highway 99. There's Versailles Road here. Let's take a broad look just to see what's going on out there. Certainly seeing some redevelopment coming into Dixon and coming back into the Franklin area. Looks like maybe our southern Rutherford County area may be kind of favored today. Not sure. Lightning is definitely picking up with these storms too. The rotation that has been detected here in the Rutherford County storm is weak. Weak rotation, so that coming from the National Weather Service. So we are seeing some weak rotation there with that storm. Could be seeing some really big winds out toward Champions Run Golf Course, Highway 99, coming into Versailles very soon. If you know someone in the Smithville area, here is the tornado. Tornado in Smithville moving across the northern parts of the city. That's it right there. So if you know someone in neighboring DeKalb County, Smithville, looks like there is a tornado on the ground here. It's not just radar indicated anymore. It's observed. So that means that it is occurring. Let's go back here to our concerns. Now, I will say the hail reports that you're seeing on this, the northern end of this storm, the North Rutherford County storm we're watching, those are hail reports from a storm that went through earlier, not this one. We haven't had any hail reports coming in just yet. Pools Knob, Fate Sanders. This hail core may stay to the north of Rutherford County, honestly, the way that it's kind of looking right now. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, right here is the county line. All right. Let's move on back down here and take a look at the hail. Boy. 2-inch hail. I'd say 1.25 to 2.25 inch hail possible with this storm. Rockvale to Versailles right now. Coming into the Link area. Let me give you a bit of a storm track here and a heads up. I want to do the leading edge of this hail core. Moving to the south and east. 25 miles an hour. These are rough estimates now. Don't take this as exactly what's going to happen. Crescent, the next 4 minutes for you. You've got about a 9-minute heads up in Christiana. If this stays together, Rucker in 11 minutes, Short Creek in 19 minutes, Gum in 19 minutes. I don't see them not extending this severe thunderstorm warning. This is for west central Rutherford County. I don't see them not extending this in the next 10 minutes. We are seeing these storms beginning to rotate here in the mid-state a bit. Looks like we definitely have something in Smithville. It did kind of weaken on the last radar scan, so that's good to see. Very broad rotation. We're not really concerned about that with our Rutherford County storm here. Let me give you the reflectivity. I came in, like on 2 wheels to get everything set up with our first warning. And let's see. We've been going here for an hour now. And when I say in on 2 wheels, that's definitely what happened. So if you take a peek here between Rockvale and the Link, Rockvale High School and the Link community, that's our hail core. Barfield and Toots South and 231 really from Barfield and Toots to the south, the southern portion of downtown Murfreesboro. You're likely to not see this hail core. Lightning, wind possible, but Midland, you may escape. We'll just have to see about you in Fosterville and Plainview out toward Gum. I really didn't finish my thought on that, so coming in on two wheels. I'm going to keep our radar right here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here. Just going to grab a quick drink of water here to make sure we can continue on. We'll stay with you as long as these severe thunderstorm warnings are out there. Southwestern Rutherford County and the very northern portion of our area. That's what we're seeing with the storms right now. Looks like we have Ray back with us with another update from our Weatherology Weather Center. Ray, what's going on?
We continue to track two storms in the listening area. The first, the stronger of the two, is in the southern part of Rutherford County, now south of Overall, continuing to track to the east-southeast. This will track just south of the Murfreesboro and continue to track southeast from there. If you're in that area along and to the east of Highway 31, right along Interstate 24, over a half hour, you can expect to see hail. We have had confirmed reports of hail slightly larger than golf balls. 2-inch diameter hail reported with this storm here around College Grove, and we think that golf ball-sized hail will be possible over the south central portion of Rutherford County. In the far northern county, we're watching a storm that's moving fully through Wilson County in the Gladeville area. All of the hail will stay in Wilson County, but we could see some brief gusty winds right along the county line. Wind gusts 60 miles an hour possible there. So either of those areas, remain inside a building and away from windows until these warnings expire. The warning for southern Rutherford County in effect until 4:45. The northern portion of the county under severe thunderstorm warning until 5 o'clock this morning.
All right, and this storm is really showing no signs of weakening. I would suspect that we'll see an extension of that southern Rutherford County storm probably here in the next couple of minutes, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we're coming up on that expiration time, and I would be a bit surprised. It has shown just a little weakening in this last radar scan, but that brings it down to quarter-sized hail, which is still severe. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised if the Weather Service decided to err on the side of caution and extend that warning a bit longer southeastern corner of the county. But we'll wait and see what the official decision is.
All right, Ray, appreciate the update. Ray Miller, our weatherology meteorologist, keeping us updated here on Rutherford weather. I noticed that my Bluetooth connection was acting a bit wonky, but that's okay. We'll do a little reconnection. So we've got just a couple of minutes. I think we're going to hear, the weather radio go off here in just a moment, as we were just kind of speculating. If we see an extension, 4:45 is the end of the warning here in southwestern Rutherford County. Do we see this extended to southeastern Rutherford County? We'll know in a couple of moments. And a great update there from Ray saying that the hail with this storm in the northern part of the county, which just barely clips a small sliver, is going to stay in Wilson County. So we'll keep our eye on this southern Rutherford County storm. And with that, we'll come back and do a storm track in just a moment. But that drink of water is calling my name. Hang with us. All right, back with you here. Nothing like a good cool drink of water to help out. We've been on this for about an hour and 10 minutes going right now so far. So we are seeing that the rain and storm activity is pushing past our warning polygon, but the hail core, which is really what we're looking at here, between Barfield and Crescent. 2 1/4 inch hail, golf ball size hail. We're seeing reports of that. I mean, that's large stuff. Got some new information. Going to let the Rutherford County severe thunderstorm warning expire. So that is good news. So we are not going to see an extension of this warning, which will pop off of our map here in just a couple of minutes. So good news. We did get some big hail reports. 2-inch hail between South Windrow Road and Highway 99, just very near the Rockville Community Center. But it looks like this storm has gone below severe limits, and this warning will be allowed to expire. Let me give it a few more frames here, and we can take a look at the past history. Yeah, it is definitely kind of weakening. You can see a lot of movement, and then it kind of becomes a disorganized blob there. Again, the North Rutherford County storm, not really concerned about that, dropping any hail. We do have more storms beginning to pop up out toward Dixon and Franklin areas. Those storms have some lightning with them, so we'll have to keep our eye on that. The current storm just got a radar update right along 231. The heaviest part of this just south of Toots South, right there at Barfield, down toward Christiana Fosterville Slab. And see, now our warning is gone. Poof. And the storm in northern Rutherford County is out of the county. So that is some good news. So as this storm has weakened, it's going to allow us to kind of regroup, keep an eye on things. I will start a new stream here that just gives you the radar presentation, and we'll pop on if we need to. Okay? But I know some of you want to kind of keep an eye on what is coming, what could be coming. So we will get that going here in just a couple of minutes, but we'll sign off here for now, as we have no active warnings here affecting Rutherford County. Still some stormage, so down toward Plainview, the Rockville Slab, southeastern Rutherford County, still some pretty good storms going on, but not severe warned. We did get a report of 1 3/4 inch hail just south of the Crescent area. But that storm has definitely started to weaken a little bit. May pop on here a bit later on, too, and give you an update on the next couple of days. Today, a level 1 out of 5. It's tomorrow afternoon and evening, a level 2 out of 5 for severe weather. And Wednesday, evening and overnight, looks like we could have, well, right now, outlooked at a level 2 out of 5. But that could be our biggest day in terms of severe weather possibilities. But we've got several days of this to go through, and we're not done here today. Maybe we are here in Rutherford County. We'll just have to wait and see. So hang with us. We'll get a new video up and going with the live radar, but want to make sure we take down the severe thunderstorm warning, since that has been allowed to expire. And we will check back in with you if the weather warrants here today. You've been watching Rutherford Weather here on whatever your favorite platforms are out there. Be sure to tell folks that you know. If you like what we're doing here, spread the word, like, share, tell your friends that with severe and impactful weather, we'll be on. You can see it, covering Rutherford County. All right, have a great rest of the afternoon, and hopefully we'll get through the rest of the afternoon with Mother Nature cooperating here.